In 1970, the muscle car war wasn't just a battle of horsepower, it was a war of identity. And at the absolute peak of this golden era, three titans emerged, each with a unique personality, each a legend in its own right. First, the undisputed king of the streets, the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement. For 1970, the Chevelle received a new, squared-off, muscular body that is considered by many to be the pinnacle of muscle car design. Under the SS package, you got a blacked-out grille, power-domed hood, and that iconic SS badge that let everyone know you weren't to be messed with. The heart of the beast was the SS 396 package. Except, it wasn't a 396. For 1970, Chevrolet had bored the engine out to 402 cubic inches, but kept the legendary 396 name for marketing. The base L34 version pumped out a very healthy 350 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. But the one everyone wanted was the L78. This solid lifter monster was officially rated at 375 horsepower, though many say that number was conservative. And if you were really serious, you ticked the box for the ZEL2 option, the cowl induction hood. Under full throttle, a flap at the rear of the hood would snap open, gulping cold, dense air from the high-pressure zone at the base of the windshield and feeding it directly into the carburetor. It was pure mechanical theater. 0 to 60 happened in around 6 seconds, and the quarter mile was dispatched in the mid-14s. It was the quintessential all-American hero of the horsepower wars. Next, we have the villains. The cars that looked like they'd steal your lunch money and your girlfriend. The 1970 Dodge Charger and its new for 1970 sibling, the Challenger. The 1970 Charger was the final year for the iconic second-generation body. It was big, menacing, and famous for its full-width grille with the hideaway headlights, surrounded by a massive chrome loop bumper. It didn't ask for respect. It demanded it. Then there was the Challenger, Dodge's answer to the Mustang and Camaro. It was an E-body pony car, but built like a heavyweight. Wider, longer, and more imposing than the competition, it came drenched in high-impact colors like Plum Crazy and Go Mango. What made them villains? The engines. Sure, you could get a 383, but the real magic happened with the big blocks. The 440 Magnum offered 375 horsepower. Step up to the 446 pack, and you got 390 horsepower from 3 two-barrel carburetors. And then there was the legend, the 426 Hemi, the elephant engine. 2 massive 4-barrel carbs sitting on top of an engine built for the racetrack. Dodge claimed 425 horsepower. The real number was closer to 500. This was a $10,000 option on a $3,000 car. It was terrifyingly fast, capable of hitting 60 in the mid-5-second range and obliterating the quarter mile in the 13s. These were not cars for the faint of heart. They were brutal, unapologetic, and icons of Mopar muscle. Finally, we have the one they never saw coming, the sleeper agent, the iron fist in a velvet glove, the 1970 Buick Skylark GS. While Chevy and Dodge were having a shouting match, Buick took a different approach. This was the gentleman's muscle car. It offered the same, if not more, brute force, but wrapped it in a package of comfort and refinement. The secret weapon was under the hood. For 1970, Buick unleashed the 455 cubic inch V8. In the GS 455, it produced a strong 350 horsepower. But that wasn't the headline. The headline was the torque. The Buick 455 produced an earth-shattering 510 pound-feet of torque at just 2,800 RPM. This was the highest torque rating of any American production car, a record that stood for over 30 years. This car was a stoplight-to-stoplight monster. But it gets better. If you knew the right box to check, you ordered the Stage 1 package. With a hotter cam, bigger valves, and a tweaked carburetor, the official rating was a laughable 360 horsepower. In reality, it was well over 400. A 1970 Buick GS Stage 1, in its satin yellow paint with a clean white vinyl top, looked sophisticated. But it could run a quarter-mile deep in the 13-second range, right out of the showroom. It would shock Hemi and Chevelle owners who had no idea what just flew past them. It was quiet, it was comfortable, and it was one of the fastest cars of the entire muscle car era. The ultimate sleeper,